All right, everybody. All right, we are live. It is Wednesday night, and we are continuing to celebrate Black. I'm sorry, I'm saying Black women, but Women's History Month. But I've been having Black women on here, so I could say that. But we've been celebrating Women's History Month, and it's been super, super dope. And I know you guys are ready, and I'm ready. And can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? I feel like the sound is not working, but it got to be working. So, welcome to the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people, everybody. It is time for us to get on down and start this show. We have an awesome guest today. We've been celebrating Women's History Month, and it's been just dope. And we've had some great guests talking about some great subjects. And it's just one of those things where we have to continue to support our local business owners, our talent, our entertainers, our authors, our teachers, our business moguls, and everybody that's doing something great. We have to continue to support them and show them love. There's so much going on. And I got to say this to all my people: if you got a stimulus check, do not run out and just throw it away. Do not just throw your money away. Find something to invest in. If you can invest in something, you can go and I don't know. I try to find something to invest in, but don't just throw your money away. Pay some bills. Make sure you make good use of it. You can buy yourself something and treat yourself, but make sure you guys do something that's going to benefit you, okay, and your family. But it's time for us to get into the show, and without further ado, you know how we kick it off. We do it a little something like this.
No stopping now, it ain't no stopping now. Ain't no stopping now, there ain't no stopping now. Ain't no stopping now, it ain't no stopping now. Ain't no stopping now, it ain't no stopping now. This what you wanted, cause ain't no turning back. This what you wanted, cause ain't no turning back.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Simeon Henderson Show, where we are giving a voice to the people. Ladies and gentlemen, the Simeon Henderson Show is celebrating Women's History Month in honor of our women all month long. Tonight, we are so pleased to have with us leading lady and phenomenal golden diva, Brenda McCain. Now, Brenda is the host of LSTT Radio, author of Walking Upright, Order My Steps, and blogger of Club 50. Additionally, Brenda is the Chief Executive Officer of eFay Graphic Designs. Brenda is a theater critic for stage productions throughout the city of Chicago. She's also a writer of Chicago Now, Theater in Chicago, and the Indigo newspaper. We all know about the Indigo newspaper, and you can purchase her book, author Brenda's McCain's book, Walking Upright, or Order My Steps at www.amazon.com. So, without further ado, I want to welcome this phenomenal woman to the Simeon Henderson Show as we continue to celebrate National Women's Month. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for the great introduction. And thank you, because you have a great intro. I love it. You're a busy person. That was cool. I love that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am so excited to have you on the show. It's been a great month. And you know, with COVID and everything, and you know, being a personality yourself, we've had to find a way to just continue to press forward and do what we do and give people great information, entertainment, and inspire people. So with that being said, I want you to tell everybody about the empowerment that you offer men and women through Club 50.
Oh, wow. That's my baby. 4 years ago, I started Club 50 just to empower and uplift women over 50, of course, because we are the visible age, and most people think we don't have anything going on or we're not doing much. But that's a lie. We are doing so much. It's like we're getting our second win. And from that, I have grown to offer the same, as I say, my stimulus package to my people to uplift, because we don't brag on ourselves. Who's going to do it? I extended that to the men and elevated them on there as well, because I want people to know we are doing so many great things in this world. And there's nothing wrong with shouting it out, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shout it out to the rooftops with Club 50. Oh,
That's
I'm
what I'm
coming
talking.
after you though, Simeon. I'm coming after you too.
Hey, I'm ready, and that's what we're talking about. And that's what we have to do. We have to learn how to support each other and give a voice to the people. And speaking of support, I have to give a big shout out to my executive producer Jamani and Amdi, my producer Jose Perez, and my creative director and showrunner Shelton Smith, our very own Chicago fly guy. That's the man with the plan. And I got to give a big shout out to my man, Early Other Winfrey. I'm back in Intellectual Radio Studios, and I missed him. That's my brother. He's been looking out for me. He's actually the one that got me started in doing my show. And I've always done shows for everybody else, and I was a guest on their show, but it was time for me to step up and get my own thing going. And something else that I have to shout out is Recon Credit Repair. So many people are dealing with bad credit, and I'm telling you right now, having good credit is like the holy grail nowadays. You need this in order to be successful and get to the next level, in order to buy yourself a home, start your business, and just do a lot of things that you want to do. Now, when did you develop your passion for writing? Because you're a radio host, you're an editor, you're a writer. You do a plethora of things.
Oh my
When did you
God.
develop your passion for writing?
I guess that's them from grammar school to high school to college, something that you're doing and have a passion for, but you don't know what it's going to be. I always knew that I love writing, I love poetry, I love communication. So when I decided to write, put pen to paper, it's on. That's my happy place. So that's what I do.
And speaking of happy places, now I tell people all the time, you have to find that one thing or that one person or that whatever it is, you have to find those things that encourage you and push you to simply be your best. And that's what my thing, Be Symbolic, comes in. Means being deeply rooted, stimulates growth, and simply be your best. Now, you're talking about a kid that was illiterate. I could read till I was in the 6th grade, but I was determined not to let someone's opinion become my reality. And I say that when I look at you and I look at all the hats you wear, it's a testament that we can do whatever we put our mind to. And then, so when we talk about doing different things, tell us about the book that you wrote, Walking Upright, Order My Steps.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Walking upright came after I was downsized with working for a bank for 15 years. And I prayed to God and asked, I need something to do. And he said, go home, go to your passion, which was writing. And that's what I did. And when I wrote the story, part fiction, you embellish part truth in it. But I took what I knew and I wrote this novel to actually let people know that you're not a failure, and that life will offer you some lemons. You know what you have to do with that. You make lemonades. And I decided, hey, we're gonna have a whole pitcher out here, a lemonade, where I could share and encourage people. Even though I'm going through something, I wanted to still uplift people to let them know that life is full of second chances. Reinvent yourself. Your job should not define you, your clothes or your car, which I was caught up in that world. And I realized when God broke me down to the lowest, he actually lifted me up to the highest. So that's when I wrote the book. And that's been, I believe, 10 years now that Walking Upright, Order My Steps been out. And I love the fact that I use it as a tool to minister to women as well. You want me to continue since we
No,
got this
you're good.
airtime?
That's good. That's good. Look, so when you see me go out, it's because I'm putting
Hmm.
front and center, because I want people to get all of you. I want them to hear
Okay.
what you're saying. I want them to take it all in and grasp it, because it's about giving a voice to the people. Like one of our viewers says, she's amazing. People love
Hey,
you.
Nicole.
People love you. And it's because of what you do. Now, talk to us about the stage productions you've written, that you've critiqued. And why is it important for us to support the wonderful world of theater and performing arts?
Oh my God, because it's the lack of African Americans. That young lady, Nicole Reed, is a beautiful actress as well. But my husband and I are a duo team because I co host a radio show with him and we both write, the reviews for the theater. And we've been doing this for going on, 4 or 5 years. And we see 200 plays a year. Now, that's a lot of plays during the week, but it's beautiful when you can see your face up there on stage, someone of your melanin looking like you, and you could write, there you go, and you could write something because we are basically the only husband and wife duo team around Chicagoland,
Mm.
pushing that pen to paper or fingers to keyboard, getting these stories out there. And it's not just the black plays we see, but we have a soft spot for that. So whenever it's a black production, a lot of people only think it's just black ensemble, but it's a whole bunch of theaters out here that we actually promote, uplift on our radio show, put it in a paper, and we just advise people, check it out. Because a lot of people, let's be honest, we didn't grow up seeing theater because mama and daddy didn't have that money. So now it's like, you know what? Let's take mama and daddy, since you do have the money, to go see these plays. So that's what we do, Simeon.
That's super dope. And I know all about the theater. I've actually done some plays with Nicole, the young lady,
Hmm.
Nicole Reed. She's a very talented actress. She's
Yes.
funny as heck. She does these
Her
follow
little
her guys at
skits.
Nicole So Random. Follow her at Nicole So
Hmm.
Random on YouTube, on Instagram and Facebook. Very hilarious young lady. She's
Yes.
funny, she's energetic, she's refreshing, and she's
Hmm.
always supporting and always upbeat. So make sure you guys follow Nicole Reed. That's Nicole. That's at Nicole So Random. And I hope I said
Hmm.
that right, Nicole. If I didn't, put it up there and I'll put it in.
She'll
So
let you know.
she will. So as we go forward, we're talking about your book. We're talking about you. Talk to me about you as a host, your relationship on LSTT radio. Someone who's been married for 26 years, what
Hmm.
key advice would you offer viewers for maintaining a healthy relationship? So that's two-part question.
Okay.
Tell us about what you do as a host, and then tell us about the advice that you would give to anybody that needs relationship advice.
Okay, as a host, like I said, I'm a co-host with my husband, Reverend Rick McCain. We've been on the air for 7 years, and we actually talk about relationships, of course, and marriage, making marriage work. Because marriage isn't for punks, as we say. It takes a lot that you have to do to keep your marriage going. And so I'm sort of, I can't say his sidekick because, like I said, we do everything together, but he's the one to get it out there, and he called me Betty Shabazz on the show because it's like I hit you hard. I don't
Mm.
mess around with stuff. He prankster and joke, but he hit you hard too. But we sort of switch our roles around with it. But it's all good into saving lives, bringing lives to Christ, saving souls, and to let people know just because you're a Christian don't mean you're bored. You're not a boring person. We have fun at night. Like Smitty is a regular on our show as well, and you know how the super guy is, the fly guy, he's everywhere, but he brings so much to the table with us too. But we just love the fact that we could bring people into our studio and let them know what's going on around the world, how to deal with relationships, how to handle people like Simeon, who's doing roles on different shows as a bad guy. No, I'm just saying, well, we have fun, though. We have fun. And that's the key thing, is to let people know we in this together, especially during these times.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I think and that's why I think my show is so relevant and important, and what you're doing is so relevant and important because you have so many different reality shows and all these different shows that highlight buffoonery and
Hmm.
madness and different things like that. And what people have to understand is when you constantly putting that stuff in your body, in your brain, in your mind, in your spirit, it starts to resonate with you and you start to walk some of that stuff out. And I think that's something that we have to really take a hold of, especially us as married people. And me, I'm growing. I'm a work in progress. And
Hmm.
and I have to say, my wife she's like Superwoman to be able to deal with me. And so
Superwoman.
so it's one of those things where we have to understand who we are and whose we are. in order to move forward and to grow and get better. So
Yes.
let me ask you this question. For Women's History Month, what would you say women are most a symbol of? What do women represent mostly?
Mostly, we're the whole package, but overall, we represent love in every aspect. If it's given to us properly, you will receive it properly. And that's what we are. We're a vessel that takes in because we nurturers. And so, in order to do that, there's essentials that you have to have in order to make your marriage or your relationship work. Just going into part two of your question. So, like when we're going out here saying, oh, he's an essential worker, she's an essential worker, we have to go get our essentials to live. You need essentials to build upon your relationship. And the
Yeah.
number one essential is communication. Because if you don't have communication with your spouse, significant other, partner, or whatever, and you reading a whole different book, and you know what I mean by that, you're not on the same page with your significant other, it's going to be all, you know what's going to break out. I can't say it on the air, but you know all kind of mess is going to break out. So that's
Yes.
one of the true things. You got to be able to have that communication level. You got to be able to trust one another. If you don't trust them, everybody's accusing each other. It doesn't work. It's draining and it's toxic. And you
Yeah.
also have to have, Simeon, that respect. Like you just honored your queen. I love that because my husband lifts me up, and I always get people that says to me, "Y'all been married that long and you still hold hands? Who else hand he gonna hold?" Me, my husband for 26 years, going on
Yeah.
27 years. Yeah, we holding hands. We still in love. But don't let me, tell the audience out here that, oh, everything perfect, because it's no perfect marriage. That's why I said marriage take work. But you have to build on certain essentials to make it work because you and your wife got boundaries, right? You gotta have your boundaries because Simeon want his time and she want her time to hang out with the girl, hang out with the guys to get you
Mhm.
together. You gotta respect all of that. And I
Yes.
think that's the best essential package right now during the pandemic, because this is when you really get to know who you with during this
Yeah.
pandemic on
Yes.
lockdown.
Yes. All right, everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show where we're giving a voice to the people. We are celebrating Women's History Month all month. Today, I am with the very lovely and talented, phenomenal woman, Brenda McCain. We are right here, and we're going into it. And as we go through this, we always have to stop and we have to pay homage to our producers and our sponsors. I want to give a big shout out to one of our sponsors, Broken Kingdom. That's my man, Will with Broken Kingdom Clothing Designs. He's doing this thing. Recon Credit Repair. Got to give a big shout out to them, helping you change your life one credit score at a time. Thank you guys for that so much. And I have to give a big shout out to my little brother, who this is a kid that I used to teach, right? This kid went from working in a shoe store to starting his own brand and selling sneakers. His name is Rodney, everybody. Rodney, and he's one of our sponsors tonight. His clothing line and his sneaker brand is Drip Forever Clothing and Sneakers. He's located at 7501 West Roosevelt Road. That's in North Riverside Mall. His IG is at Drip Forever 12. Now, I'm telling you, the reason it's so important, I watched this kid grow. I watched him go from getting in trouble to growing into a man, and now going from working to starting his own business. So we have to continue to lift each other up. And it's just about growth, right? So you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, and we're going to take a quick break to hear our 5 things you should know from our very own Chicago Fly Guy as we celebrate Women's History Month. And tonight we have the phenomenal woman, Brenda McCain. So without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, and I want you to check out our very own Chicago Fly Guy with the 5 things that you need to know right here on the Simeon Henderson Show. We'll be back.
Hey, it's America's favorite personality, your Chicago Fly Guy, and I'm bringing you the best 411 and top 5 things that you need to know right here on the Simeon Henderson Show for Women's History Month. Number 5, Bessie Smith was the most popular blues singer of the 1920s and the 1930s. Congratulations, Bessie. I wonder if Bessie is related to me. Her last name is Smith. Number 4, Merle Evers wife of civil rights activist Medgar Evers, was the first black woman to serve on the Los Angeles Board of Public Works. Myrlie fought for 3 decades to get the racist killer of her late husband Medgar convicted. Number 3, Diane Nash. She is responsible for the Nashville sit-in, and as a result of Diane's unwavering support of the Freedom Riders were highly successful throughout the South. Kudos, Diane. Number 2, Allison Felix. You know, track star and Olympian. Allison is the most decorated Olympian of female track and field stars. Woohoo! Number 1, you know Queen Bee, she strikes again. Yes, Beyonce is gotten her 28th Grammy, and like mother, like daughter, Blue Ivy even came in with an award this year. I think Beyonce should change her name to Stella because that was stellar. I'm your Chicago Fly Guy, and this has been the best 411, the top 5 things that, yes, you need to know right here on the Simeon Henderson Show.
Boy, if I didn't know no better, I think Sheldon was trying to take my job.
Yeah, he coming after you.
Now, hey, let me tell you something. There's when you have people in your corner and people working with you that take it serious and that uplift you and push you to simply be your best and just want to see you win, it's so refreshing. Because let me tell you something. When I help you win, it helps me win.
Yep.
And that's why partnership is so important. People have to understand that there's power in partnership, and we have to lift each other up all the time. So I just really hope people get that, and they really start to see that you don't have to try to beat your brother or sister down. You should help them and encourage them, because what you make happen for another man or woman, you already know he'll make it happen for you, right? So So let's keep going, man. It's time goes by so fast in these interviews when they're fun, and all of them are fun. So I got a few more questions for you. What do you miss most about your original normal during this new normal? So you know we're in this COVID thing and everything. Did you get the vaccine?
Yes, I did, and I got it 2 weeks ago, and I got really sick. But I tell everyone, I'm a sensitive soul, but get the vaccine. I'm just a little different because I caught every side effect they had out there.
I'm going to get mine tomorrow. And I think I wasn't going to get it, but then I thought about it. What I do for a living, I'm always around people. I have to travel and do different things. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and take it. I'm healthy. I work out every day and try to stay healthy, eat right, and all those things. But I just think it's important, if we're going to be in the business of entertaining, inspiring, and educating and motivating people, that we need to take the precautions necessary in order for us to be our best and stay healthy as we do this.
Right.
And so I can't make people do it, but I'm just letting people know I'm going to do it. And I was saying I wasn't, but I'm going to do it. And
I'm
so
on
let me ask you this. Talk to us about what's coming forth next from leading lady Brenda McCain.
Oh,
what's coming next?
What's coming next? Everything is being compiled together. It's like this pandemic has really made me see what I'm really made of. And before I answer that question, what I miss the most is the interaction with people, because we always stayed on a go, interviewing and then doing the plays and just being out there. I miss that. But I always say, when God sits you down, he's reinventing you. You have to listen to that. So everything he's given me, it's like I'm taking it to the next level. And so far, like, everything is going to be multiplied with me. And Ife Designs was birthed out of Club 50, because someone always used to tell me, why do you make all these ads for your Club 50 for your blog? Why don't you just think about, starting your own business? I'm like, oh no, I don't have time. Simeon, when God shut the world down, what did he give us? He gave us
nothing but time.
Right, gave us time. And like you mentioned earlier, when you get that stimulus check, do something positive with it, especially put it in a savings account, invest in yourself. everything is an investment thing with me. If you got that extra money that you say, oh, I don't have that. If you have it to do it now, invest in your stuff and elevate whatever business that you have out there. Do that. So what's coming next for me is Ife Designs. I love it. I love designing things for people. I love creating things, as promos, anything to uplift people. And I love to share my story of what I went through with people on the radio, but they could know that they're not alone. So what's coming next is more grit, more grind, more things that we could say we partnering together, we doing this, but we could walk out of the pandemic, hopefully clearly next year, and say, girl, what did you do? What did you do, Simeon? Did you make a difference? That's my thing. I just want to make a difference.
Well, I'm looking forward to partnering with you. The Simeon Henderson Show, we're all about partnership. We're all about uplifting, and we're all about making a difference and change. So when you're looking for somebody to help you push whatever you're doing, all you have to do is pick up the phone or send an email, and you already know myself or the Chicago Fly Guy is on it like yesterday.
Yes.
What I would love to do is, I'm going to throw this out there right now. Last year, I did my first annual Be Symbolic Scholarship Fund in honor of my mom. I'll be doing it again this August. So I'm going to have to get you guys to sponsor a hole and help us push this thing, because it's all about uplifting the youth and showing people that we can make a difference and do better, right?
Yes, we can. And we are going to do better.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So let me ask you this. When you're not doing what you do, what do you like to do to just unwind and relax?
Don't laugh, but I like 1 hour of mindless TV. I really do. I know what we was talking about earlier, but I'm so systematic. It's like I usually only watch TV if I'm eating breakfast or lunch, something like that, because I'm busy throughout the day. So I said, give me an hour just to see what the world is doing. And let's just say, from the Trump era, I tried my best. That was mindless TV to me. That was so much of a crazy reality show that I was trying not to stay on CNN with my husband to catch up on him. So I said, let me just catch one of these crazy shows. And then I realized, you know what? Queen Sugar, that show just stole my heart. Positive. And that's what I'm saying with that. Positive shows, like you said, feed the mind. It seeps into your mind, and you can produce that out into the world. So I can say I do that because I write all the time. So that's why I love watching 1 hour of mindless TV.
And everybody, don't get us wrong. There's nothing wrong with watching TV. We're talking about when you let it consume you to the point where you can't be productive. All you're doing is watching TV, and you're not concentrating on being your best. You're not concentrating on those ideas or walking in your purpose and walking in your dreams. You're too busy focused on everybody else's dreams and what they're doing, when you can focus some of that time on yourself in order to get to the next level, so you can be successful and people will be watching you and trying to find out why you doing and how you doing what you're doing. So that's what we mean, guys. We're not saying don't watch TV and none of that. We're just saying pick and choose your times in order to take time out for yourself to grow. So man, Brenda, I appreciate you so much. You're going to have to come back on the show again.
Invite me. I'm here.
Before we close, I want you to tell everybody, well, let me go here. We know recently that you recently celebrated your what? March
double nickel
birthday?
My double nickel birthday, 55. Woo!
So wait, you're 55?
I'm 55.
Black don't crack.
Yes, it don't. I'm glad you said that.
Black don't crack. So we want you to just continue doing what you're doing. Tell everybody how they can reach you, how they can buy your books, and how they can stay in tune with what you're doing.
Okay, social media is beautiful, but you can buy the book at Amazon.com under Brenda McCain, Walking Upright, Order My Steps. You could catch me every Tuesday night with my husband on Let's Stay Together Talk on Facebook Live or SoarRadio.com. You could also go to theclub50 and check out all these beautiful divas that I've interviewed and divos that I interviewed. That's the man now that you could read all their stories, but you could check that out at theclub50.com. You could also go to Ife Designs, my store on that website, and check out all of my designs. And you could connect with me, either Facebook, message me. I'll tell people, that's the quickest way to get me, Instagram or message me. But definitely message me. If you have my telephone number, text me, and we're going to bring you to life, because I have something in mind for you, Simeon.
I'm ready.
I really do, because I love to do the wow factor with ass and make you larger than life on it. So we're going to go there. But that's how you can reach me. It's a lot of things, but that's how you can reach me.
I'm ready. Everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. The phenomenal Brenda McCain is on the show. We thank her so much for coming out and being a part of this. But before we get out of here, we're celebrating Women's History Month. And what I want to do is I want to share with you a dope video that I shared before of a young lady who's a trailblazer, and she's making waves as she's bringing her music to the forefront, and she's bringing that R&B soul back on out. I want you guys to check out Men Lie by Nia Asel right here on the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. We'll be right back.
You love me, but lately I've been feeling like that was just a lie. Yeah, and you said you needed me, then why you wanna leave me out here to dry? I just gone up and walk away. Mixed emotions and the games you play. Used to love and lay up all day. I'm stressed, no one makes me feel this way. I guess I'ma have a hot girl summer and finesse, 'cause I know that woman ain't gon' hold you down. Takes long, easy, you ain't stay around. I stayed around, look goofy and I done fell for a clown. You said you love me, but lately I've been feeling like that was just a lie. Yeah, it wasn't no lie. You said you needed me, why you wanna leave me out here to dry?
I left you dry, you at the desert, I'm at parties. Been trying to call you all day just to say I'm sorry. Been doing the naughty, my heart is colder than a frosty, but you a softie. And VIP, these girls be on me, can't get them off me. I'm always busy on the go, you trying to stay a while. 'Cause when I'm with you, I say perfect things that make you smile. As many times as we made love, we should've made a child. I know I did you in a few times, I don't say it proud. But babe, I'm down and I hope you down too. Too much on my mind, but I'm still thinking about you. I've been on my grind, I promise I ain't on that. But every time I try, now I see you hold back. Please forget the past, I'm your future. I don't wanna lose you, I'm down to ride like Uber. I should've wifed you sooner, don't listen to the rumors. I won't tell no lies, no, without you I go psycho.
You said you love me, but lately I've been feeling like that was just a lie. And you said you needed me, why you wanna leave me out here to dry?
You love me. I love that song.
Yes, it's got you hooked. I'm like, okay. I need to showcase that young lady. Like,
Man,
hey.
all you have to do is let me know. She's an
I'm
awesome
letting you
talent.
know.
Okay, I got you. She's an awesome
Okay.
talent. Nia
Mhm.
Asiel is an awesome talent. Great young lady, and she's a great writer. She's doing some great things. Her and Lito Garcia, I'm working with them. I directed their video. They did an acoustic version, a live performance version of the video with the guy playing, with Larry Brown Jr. playing the axe in the back. So yeah, we got to
Yeah,
get that
send her
going.
my way.
I got you.
I know she's nowhere near 50, but I love to showcase any woman that's doing something positive.
There you go. So, everybody, thank
Mhm.
you guys for giving us this time. You're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. I want to give a big shout out to my executive producer, Jamani Anamdi, my producer, Jose Perez, my creative show director and showrunner, Shelton Smith, our very own Chicago Fly Guy, Earl the Other Winfrey, right here at intellectualradio.com. Make sure you guys follow all the shows on intellectualradio.com. They're dope. You can also catch us on the internet and follow my sister, Brenda McCain. She's a phenomenal woman doing phenomenal things. And like we always say, Philippians 4:13, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And remember to be symbolic, simply your best, because being deeply rooted stimulates growth. I will see you next time on the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. Say bye to the people, Miss Brenda McCain.
Bye, everybody. I love you. Stay safe and happy St. Patrick's Day.
And we out.